All right, my arms are getting worn out, but this is my last color. And you could say that maybe I saved the best for last. I can't say if pink or purple is better until I've swatched my purples. And then I still don't know if I'll be able to say. I also know that I can't take too long because I have a video premiere that I'm supposed to be doing in a very short amount of time. Yes, so I need to get this going. All right, so if you are new to my channel, my name is Alyssa, and I like all different kinds of eyeshadows, mostly colorful though. And if that is something that you are also interested in, or you just like seeing someone swatching and panning and using their makeup, then maybe you'll subscribe to my channel, or at least give this video a thumbs up if you like it. That also helps. So, I've been swatching all of my eyeshadows by color. Now, I guess I shouldn't say all of my eyeshadows because I'm leaving out some that are multi-chrome and things like that that don't really quite fit in with a certain color. And some of them I've been swatching multiple times because it's like, oh, this could kind of be green or blue, and let's just see, you know, how they look next to both. Things like that. So, today I'm doing purples. And I don't know if I have as many purples as I do pinks, because I certainly had a lot of pinks. But pink and purple are definitely favorite colors for me to wear. So let's get right into it. And I have been doing my matte shadows first, so I will stick with that. Also doing the satins just because they're pretty similar with that. So I am going to start with my Dollhouse palette because I feel like some of these I thought were purpley, and maybe they're not. We'll find out. So I've got this one, and this one here. Those definitely looking purple. So let's get that started. I'm going to try to leave lots of room on my arm. I already got a little mess up there. So swatching them in order. All right, so I feel like this could still almost be pink. This one definitely purple. This one's just sort of a mauvey in the middle kind of shade. All right, get my fingers cleaned off. And then, although they are very stained, then as far as, these are definitely not purples because when I did that, well, actually, let me just say, no, it's definitely pink. So I feel like when I did the pinks, I thought they were a little bit purpley, but no, we're gonna move on from that. But I'm not gonna move that far because I'm gonna go to my mauves, my Marvelous, well, mauves or mauves, Marvelous Mauves palette. Now see, maybe I should have done at least that first one with the pinks. So we've got these. I'm gonna say that none of these are the most purpley. Maybe this middle one. We'll do that second one. But yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna bother wasting room on my arm just because I know I'm gonna have a bunch. So that one is being put away. You do not count. All right. Now, continuing on, let's see. Oh, I have this from my Persona Identity palette, this purple shade here, Chic. Okay, let's see how it looks. Yeah, it's purple adjacent at least. Again, we're still kind of in this mauve kind of color situation. Now, if we really want to amp it up a bit more, I'm going to go to my Zulu palette. There we go. Definitely purple. This is definitely more of a warmer purple than the one from the Dollhouse that I said was, you know, a purple. That's definitely more cool toned. All right, and then in my e.l.f. and J. Kissa palette, I'm actually going to do the shimmer too because it's not really that shimmery. It's more of a satin. Okay, so we've got the more purple looking one, although it's kind of pinky. Now that I look at it. Not swatching the best, but it is very old. All right. Now I'm gonna go to my Makeup Revolution. I've got Family I'm also going to do the Bell Violet shade. I would not consider this purple. It's definitely more just a reddish brown kind of like mauve shade again. All right, so here is Family, and it's almost looking gray. And then here is the Bell Violet, and that's almost like a pink purple. All right, then we've got these three purples right here from my Colored Rain Vivid Pigments palette. So I've got this one. Let me go ahead and swatch it so I don't make a mess. Definitely still very pinky. And then the darkest one, or at least it looks darkest, but I mean, it does build up a bit. So there you go. And then this pastel one, which I will say is still kind of pinky, but what I've done before, I'm going to show you over to the side here. I'm making it extra big. I have taken some of the blue and mixed it, and I get a nice kind of purple shade, and I can use like more or less to make it, you know, a little bit more of whatever I want. So I've definitely done that if I want a nice pastel, like a lilac purple. Oh my goodness, look at these fingers. Okay, then I want to do this shade Paradiso, because when I did with the pinks, it actually looked kind of purple. Now it's looking very pink, but you can kind of see that it also kind of goes with the purple. All right, now I've got this dark purple from my Magic palette. We're running out of room. We're always running out of room. I wish it performed better, and you can tell it's not the most purpley looking. So there's that. All right, I'm just gonna switch to my other arm, even though some of these are still kind of satins, just because I'm running out of room. And also I think I do have more pink than I do purple. So there you go, whatever that means. All right, I'm gonna go to my Prados Beauty in this shade and this shade. These are definitely more satins, but they are definitely purple. So here's the lighter one, and then the darker one, and I can kind of use them like mattes because they are just more satins. And I feel like this one had actually looked kind of purpley when I swatched it before. No, that's gonna be pink. We're not gonna bother putting that on. Saving the room. All right, but that's it for that palette. I can put that one to the side. And I guess I can come back right now to my Magic palette. So this shade is my purple kind of shade there too. There you go. It should have a little bit of blue to it, but it's more on the purple side on my arm here. But I feel like when I use it on my eyes, it does look more blue. Okay. Some space again. No purple shimmers there. No purple shimmer. We already did all those. And this one. Oh, let's see. And this has no shimmers. I did this one. All right, here we go. We're getting down. All right, I'm going to do my Dollhouse one. Right down here at the bottom. Imaginary. Oop, oop, oop. It's kind of moving around in the pan a little bit there. Let's see how you look. Yeah, I like that purple, and it's got like a little bit of pink sparkle to it. It's definitely pretty. Still kind of satiny, but I'll go with it. Okay. I want to do this shade from Weekend Festival. Wait, I didn't do this purple. Who was yelling at me to tell me that I missed a purple? Because you're right. All right, well, I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to put it here. And it's very similar. I do always like that kind of shade. And it's also very similar to this one from Signe Grace. So I want to do that one next. Just to show that they're basically the same. Okay. This one's maybe just a little smoother. And then also very similar is this one from Tartist palette. It's just a little pinkier maybe. Oh, I do have another purple from there. All right, let me go back and do this shade from Weekend Festival, this purple. And I'm gonna put that up here. But you know what, it kind of looks pink. It doesn't really look purple next to these other ones. So there you go. I thought it was purple, and it's not. I mean, I will say when I use it in the eyes, I always feel like it turns into pink, and I guess that's why. All right, we did the light one. So now I'm gonna do this darker one. It's basically black with purple, but just so you can see. So those purple specks often just kind of fall off throughout the day anyway, so it's not really a favorite shade. Oh, this jelly shade is also kind of similar to those ones I was swatching. But you know, it's looking kind of pink. I guess I should have swatched it with the pinks. I will say it is not, I might have to just retire this palette now. It is just not performing as well. And then the Jammin' shade should also be purple, but how much am I gonna get off? Got a little bit more than the jelly shade, but it's looking pretty brown. All right. Then we've got this shade from Sydney Grace. This one, I guess I didn't name the other one. Let's see. So the lighter one was Magenta Dreams, and this darker one is Flannel. I just love that. It makes me think just of the color grape. Not of like actual grapes, because I don't know any grapes that are this color, but like when people say like a purple, like a grape purple, or purple grape, I don't know. That's what you think of. Like the crayon purple. All right, we've got some other purple. We got this one here from my Stone Vibes palette. Although it does have a good bit of other colors going on with it. So it's almost like a neutrally kind of purple. And then from JD Glow, I have Plum, and then got something else in Rosette from Terra Moon. So I'm going to go ahead and do those. So we got this one and Rosette. I don't know what I got in there. I'm also going to do Anomaly again. You know, I did with my blues just because it did look pretty purpley. Oh, we were definitely running out of room. All right, so we had Plum, Rosette, pulling my shirt up some, Anomaly, and I'm not done. I've got two more here. My goodness. All right, so we've got this shade, which I can't get anymore. And it's gonna look a little funny on the swatch, but see how it does have like this purple with pink? I'm gonna put it up here. And if I use a base, it can get more of that purple look to it. It's just a little tricky when I'm just doing it on my arm. And then I also wanna do Mr. Sandman, because I remember I thought this was pinkier, but then now it's just kind of brownish. It's kind of in the middle there. It's kind of purple. All right. So those are all my purples. And I feel like, in looking at these, I have a lot that are similar. And I feel like I kind of prefer my pinks just because I have some more variety, but I do like wearing these purples. But yeah, I don't know. The pinks get me a little bit more excited. And I feel like some of these are just basically pink also. But I should try mixing them a bit more with my blues and see if I can really get more of that true kind of purple look and see what I think. Because I do end up using purple a lot in my eyeshadow looks. So yeah, just kind of, you know, seeing how close some of them are to brown and all too. Which is, I guess, partly why people think of purple as, you know, neutral, that it's not so far off as other colors. But as we've seen, some of my greens have brown to them and things like that too. So if you liked watching this, then I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and maybe you'll subscribe to my channel. And this might be the end of my color swatching series at this time. I don't have any plans to get new eyeshadow right now, so who knows. But I do lots of other content on my channel, so thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the future. Bye!